In the aftermath of the failed Trump assassination, we've seen all kinds of reactions. One big one we're seeing from the left a lot is the idea that it was staged, that Trump somehow planned this to make himself look good. We're going to talk more right now about why people would say something so absurd than whether it's true or not, because it's definitely not true. Let's start with this. Conspiracy theories are sometimes true. We were told that the idea that COVID-19 might have originated from a Chinese lab in Wuhan was a conspiracy theory by the mainstream for a long time throughout the pandemic. But there's a lot of news and sources today that point to that's probably true or likely to be true. The JFK assassination, I've never bought the official story. Many Americans haven't, and reasonably so. Even this recent attempt to assassinate President Trump, a lot of us have questions about the Secret Service and why they let this happen, or how did this happen, and how is that guy on the roof so close to where Donald Trump was and whatnot. These are reasonable questions. You would be a fool not to ask them. But also, and what I really want to talk about today, people use conspiracy theories as a coping mechanism. Forget about whether it's true or whether it's false. They use it as a coping mechanism. There are Democrats in this country to this day that believe the 2000 election was stolen from Al Gore and given to George W. Bush. They will believe that. Whether there's evidence for that or not, and the court made the decision, is worth looking at, but they will believe that true or false because of how it makes them feel. Democrats in this country, till the day they die, so many of them, the vast majority of them, in my opinion, we could do polling on this, will believe that Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin, president of Russia, colluded to win Trump the 2016 election. Hillary Clinton, the Democrat he beat, says this. Nancy Pelosi has said this. So the most high up you could go in the Democratic Party, they believe this. There was a 2-year investigation into this by Robert Mueller in which he found no collusion. But that doesn't matter. It's how it makes them feel. They couldn't imagine that somebody like Donald Trump could have won in 2016. So what's an answer for it? He was in on it with Russia, and that's how he won. It's how it makes them feel. Republicans do this too. The 2020 election, so many of them will believe for the rest of their life that it was stolen from Donald Trump by Joe Biden. Now, is there enough evidence to point to this and say it's true? I say no. Show me that evidence if it's there. But it's not about what's true or false. It's about how it makes Republicans feel, who are very upset that Donald Trump lost that election. This brings us to the Trump assassination, the failed attempt on his life, rather. Many Democrats right now are saying that it was staged because Donald Trump looked so damn cool when it happened. We are all thankful, or should be thankful, some people aren't, that he didn't get killed. One person lost their life, and it was tragic. It's horrible. But Donald Trump, the target, got his ear grazed, did not get killed. He went down, Secret Service jumped on top of him, and he got up and pumped his fist with blood on his face. It was pretty cool. I don't care if you like the guy, you don't like the guy, you're voting for him, you're not voting for him. He looked cool. So if you're somebody, if you're a Democrat voter, left-leaning, and your entire political identity for many years has been, I hate Donald Trump, and you see that, you can't deny that it's cool, where does your mind go? To conspiracy theories. There are so many people on TikTok and Twitter and elsewhere on the Democratic side of things saying, I think it was staged, and here's why. For what evidence? What evidence do you have for this? They don't have any. It doesn't matter. It's a coping mechanism. It's about how it makes them feel. Donald Trump looked cool on this day after surviving something that could have gone the other way very easily, a big tragedy for the nation. But that's not how it played out, so they have to make up these things. It doesn't matter if it's true or false. People use conspiracy theories as a coping mechanism because of how it makes them feel. That's exactly what you're seeing right now with Democrats who say that the failed assassination attempt was staged. And I hate to say it, we'll see what happens in 2024. We'll see what kind of theories they come up with if the guy that they tried to assassinate might win. I don't know. You have to wait till November to see that. But don't be surprised when people make up stuff that's not true. It has no basis in fact or reality because it's not about what's true. It's about how it makes them feel.